So he answered and said, You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your strength, and with all your mind, and your neighbor as yourself. Loving God with all my heart. I love the Lord with all my heart. This is a common statement, and I am sure that you and I have made it all, or rather, you and I have made it at one time or another. Jesus said, the greatest commandment is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, strength, and mind. But what does it mean to love the Lord with all your heart? And is that even humanly possible? What does it mean to love the Lord with all your heart? And is that even humanly possible? We must understand that God is love, and love comes from Him. The Bible says in 1 John chapter 4, verse 19, that we love because He first loved us. It is God who gives. It is God who gives is the capacity to love Him. To love God with all our heart means to love Him with our whole being. It means to love Him with everything we have. It is to love Him in the good times and also in the bad times. It is to love Him when He answers prayer. It is to love Him when He answers prayers and we experience a breakthrough. And it is to love Him when He seems silent and things seems to be going in a bad direction in our lives. To love God with our whole heart means that He comes first before anything in your life. This means that you have an eternal focus because you are focused on the things above and not on the things below. We live in a world today where many things seek to take our hearts away from God. Some of these things may not be bad things necessarily, but we allow them to do so. It's just like when you fall in love and this person comes the most important human being in your life because you love them with all your heart. You find yourself giving up some things because of this person. To love the Lord with all your heart means that His relationship with you takes first priority, and you will do anything to guard it. Reflections. When you think through this devotion, can you really say you love God with all your heart? What are some of the things that tend to take your heart away from God? What are some of the things that tend to take your heart away from God? What must you do to love Him with all your heart? What must you do to love Him with all your heart? Thank you for your prayers and your support for this morning devotion ministry. This was courtesy of James Okumu, read to you by Anthony Ogutu. What must you do to love Him with all your heart? What are some of the things that tend to take your heart away from God? When you think through this devotion, can you really say you love God with all your heart? Loving God with all my heart.